What is going on, my family? Your boy Demetrius is back, and welcome back to the channel. And here we are going to get into some classic Tekken talk, and we are going to talk about Tekken 8 and a little theory that I have involving one of the characters, Devil Jin. Now, we all know by the way that Tekken 7 story had ended, Devil Jin is probably going to be the main focus when it comes to Tekken 8. Jin Kazama, Devil Jin, both are going to become the main focus when it comes to Tekken 8, along with Kazuya and Devil Kazuya. Pretty much father and son Devil Jin are going to go at it. So here in this video, we are going to talk a theory that I kind of feel like may come out when it comes to Tekken 8. Now, of course, this is not concrete. This is just pure wishful thinking. This is just pure, to expand the imagination on what could possibly happen in Tekken 8 and beyond if Devil Jin comes victorious when it comes to Tekken 8 and defeating his father. And as I said before, we have no idea what is going to happen when it comes to Tekken 8's story, but it is safe to say that Devil Jin does kind of have like a 75-25% of coming out as the victor when it comes to Tekken 8 over his father, Devil Kazuya. So, before we get into this exciting theory, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to your boy for the hottest Tekken 7 action on the internet, period, and also for some classic ass videos like the ones that you are just about to witness involving Tekken 8. Grab a snack and a drink, and I hope you enjoy, and let's get into the shit. Now, the theory actually starts off with the current father and son rivalry of Kazuya and Heihachi Mishima. At the end of Tekken 7, everyone already knows the father and son engaged in a battle to the death in the volcano. The battle was intense, and the battle was bloodshedding as ever before. But Kazuya Mishima was able to be the victor over his father Heihachi, killing him and throwing him into the volcano rim. It was then that Kazuya had realized he now holds the title of dominance over the Mishima Empire. But that's not where it stops. That is only the beginning. Flash forward to Tekken 8, genetic dominance. It is now, Kazuya Mishima is now the one that's being sought after by his son, Jin Kazama, who also wields the Devil Jin. Everyone already knows that this was a father and son match that was also long waiting to happen. But there were a couple of differences here. Jin Kazama actually had teachings of his mother. Jin Kazama also had experience in leading the Mishima Empire, so he knew what to look for when it was time to go into this battle. He knew what he needed to do once Kazuya had killed his grandfather. Flash forward through the whole entire King of Iron Fist Tournament 8, the new father and son battle is ready to begin, with Kazuya and Jin staring face to face at one another. Whoever gets the victory will absolutely hold dominance over the entire Mishima Empire. And not only that, they will also hold dominance over the Mishima's empire's rivalry, the G Corporation. But there is also a deep connection that these two father and son individuals have, and that is the spiritual Jin Kazama. Going into the battle, without a shadow of a doubt, this woman will be the minds on both Jin and Kazuya. And this is where Jin Kazama himself realizes that he has the advantage over his father. The spiritual teachings of his mother, he always holds dear to him. Despite whatever hectic that he goes through, Jin always has that, Devil Jin or not. As Jin and Kazuya come face to face in the new current generation father and son battle between the Devil Jin begins. The two waste no words, and they both activate their Devil Jins for the battle. Many of the Tekken fighters look on in hopes that the lesser of the two evils prevail in the battle. Many of the fighters look on in hopes to get their revenge against either Jin or Kazuya. And many of the fighters look on in hopes to challenge one of the two in order to maintain dominance of the King of Iron Fist. But little does anyone knows, the end of this battle between Devil Jin and Devil Kazuya is only going to be the beginning of destructive chaos of the world when it comes to the future of the King of Iron Fist. As the anticipated battle starts between Devil Jin and Devil Kazuya, the bloodshed and the intensity get to its highest level, but ultimately, Devil Jin is able to get the upper hand on his father. Devil Kazuya attempts one last strike at Devil Jin, but Devil Jin is prepared and delivers the final blow to Devil Kazuya. The ground rumbles and the sky turns dark. Devil Jin is victorious, but the chaos is still only beginning. Jin seems to have lost all sense of control as the Devil Jin begins to fully take over Jin's consciousness. At this point, it didn't matter who was the victor of the battle as chaos was promised. Devil Jin began unleashing uncontrollable rage. Various Tekken fighters approached to challenge Devil Jin, but they all failed and were beaten by Devil Jin handedly. No one was a match for Devil Jin and his power. Not even Ling Xiaoyu was able to get to him. Devil Jin ruthlessly attacks Ling Xiaoyu and leaves her unconscious. Ling Xiaoyu was later founded and picked up by Warong, who was also beaten by Devil Jin. He nurses Ling Xiaoyu back to health and convinces Ling Xiaoyu to stop chasing the fantasy of Jin Kazama. Over time, Warong and Ling Xiaoyu develop a relationship, and the relationship will prove vital to the future of the King of Iron Fist, as Xiaoyu has moved on from Jin Kazama. Jin Kazama still is struggling to get a hold of the Devil Jin that is possessing him. Grievishing in pain, trying to get back his consciousness, Jin fights his inner self as the Devil Jin just spirals out of control. Jin goes to his knees, not knowing what to do, seconds away from the Devil Jin completely taking him over for good. But then, Jin thinks of the only thing that he can ever and will ever think of to get him through all of his evil times, and that is his mother. The spiritual thought, the loving thought of his mother is pulling Jin through. The spiritual thoughts of his mother once again makes Jin determined to fight back to overtake his consciousness from the Devil Jin. The unthinkable happens as Devil Kazuya rises from the grovel in search of Devil Jin. He locates a struggling Devil Jin, and here Devil Kazuya sees the ultimate chance. Although he is battered and beaten, Devil Kazuya still has one final evil spark in him, and he is planning to use it all on his son, Devil Jin. As Devil Kazuya plans to strike, he takes the opportunity to beat on the helpless Jin Kazama as he struggles to regain his consciousness. It is here that Devil Kazuya actually sees that victory is imminent, as Jin Kazama is still struggling to hold on to his consciousness, but at the same time, death could be near. Devil Kazuya stares at his son, and as he starts to load up, which could be the final death blow to him, it appears that all hope is lost, and a complete turnaround on this battle is about to happen. As the struggle for his consciousness continues, Jin's deep thoughts of his mother sends an angel from the skies to help cleanse his body of the Devil Jin to continue the battle against Devil Kazuya. The spirit of the angels transfers her spirit straight to Jin, as Jin now becomes Angel Jin. As now, Jin has awakened and has a consciousness. Not only does he have a consciousness, but a new power of positivity and high spirit to go up against Devil Jin, as Angel Jin quickly gets on Devil Kazuya before Devil Kazuya has any chance to make a strike. It is here victory is promised to Angel Jin. Although Angel Jin is able to defeat Devil Kazuya, he still suffers severe injuries and passes out after his victory. Things still don't look good, as the angel has to transfer out of Jin's body and return back to the heavens. With Jin's body severely injured, Jin lays there as he's basically helpless with no energy. But he is later then founded by Julia Chang. Julia Chang takes this opportunity to take Jin in and nurse him back to health. with spiritual techniques taught to her by her mother Michelle Chang. Not only does she help Jin Kazama regain full health and strength, she also helps him regain his consciousness. It is here Jin Kazama gives great thanks to Julia Chang. Because of this, Jin Kazama actually indulges in Julia Chang's company. The two actually form a bond together and would later form a relationship, much like Kazuya and Jin Kazama once did. But fast forward into the future, when Julia Chang is ready to break the news to Jin Kazama on something important. Something happens within inside of Jin. Jin does not allow Julia to tell him the news. Instead, he does not concern himself with that. It almost seems like Jin has an epiphany of the devil Jin and strikes Julia down. This was Jin's thanks to Julia for helping him regain himself. After the incident, Jin then vanishes and Julia returns to Michelle. Julia explains to Michelle what she tried to explain to Jin. But Michelle already understands what's going on, saying to herself, it's going to happen again. Meanwhile, Jin Kazama returns to the very empire that he once left, and that is the Mishima Zaibatsu, as he once again takes control of it. Not only that, he also takes control of G Corporation. Jin puts nothing but fear in rivaling organizations and empires to the point most organizations basically bow at his mercy. He is currently the epitome of genetic dominance. Now, the last standing member of the Mishima bloodline, Jin Kazama, indulges in his own chaos, the holder of his own destiny and future. He sits and he wonders to himself of the next challenge. Whatever challenge that arises in the future, one thing that will be promised is that the King of Iron Fists will run through Jin Kazama. And when the challenge is met to Jin, the question is, which side of Jin will be unleashed? The devil side or the angel side? This has been the theory of Devil Jin. Genetic dominance. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more classic Tekken content. Until then, get ready for the next battle.